What's going on, everybody? RJ Ochoa here from SB Nation's bloggingtheboys.com. Hope all is well wherever you are. We hope you're happy, safe, healthy, and here is your daily update for Wednesday, September 29th. Life remains good for the Dallas Cowboys, who are 2-1 coming off their big-time 41-21 Monday Night Football win over the Philadelphia Eagles. Never gets old. Seriously, it will not get old. The Dallas Cowboys destroyed the Philadelphia Eagles. And again, things are great. The Dallas Cowboys are above 500 for the first time since the week before Thanksgiving in 2019, by the way. And so all is generally pretty chill when it comes to Cowboys fans. There is one thing that Cowboys fans are somewhat in disagreement on, and we all recognize that the Cowboys won, but there are certain things that we have to discuss, which we will do, by the way, later on today in our live Blog on the Boys roundtable here on the Blog on the Boys YouTube channel. Join us at 3 p.m. Central Time. One of the things that has generated the most discussion has been whether or not Mike McCarthy was correct for not calling any timeouts near the end of the first half against the Eagles. This is a situation that has seen sides on either side of the debate, and Mike McCarthy obviously has been asked about it a number of different times, including in his day after press conference on Tuesday.
The defense, as well as they were playing, factor into that decision to let it run out there.
Well, I mean, that's really what the decision was about. Clock management is clearly a defensive type decision. You really, you have the two options there. Obviously, you had 2 timeouts left. You play it straight by the numbers, or there's other variables involved that I'm not going to really get into specifics. As far as matchups and some of the things that we were talking about on the headset, but we decided to take the conservative approach. I think it was clearly, reflected on, not taking the early timeout on second and third down, and, the potential one there on fourth down. But I mean, if you look at the defensive calls and how we played that situation, I was very comfortable with the command that our defense had in that game, and just not even giving them a chance to, maybe put us in a backed up situation. And, we know what happened, earlier in the game in a backed up situation. So clearly a conservative decision at that point in the game for myself.
You talked a lot about analytics and how that can inform your decision making. In that specific situation, is that at all in play? Like, are you getting some sort of analytical, data that tells you should do this in this situation, or how does that work, if at all, in that?
I mean, I think it's really cut and dry. I mean, when I say play it by the numbers, I think the clock, when you talk about clock management, you look at the down and distance field position, obviously score a game, and timeouts available, their timeouts available, and potentially where the ball is going to be, where will your drive start. Those are, to me, by the number variables. I think we all are aware of those. That's the clear facts of any situation in the game of football. But there's other variables that each opponent that's in tune with, and that's what we talk about on the headsets. I'm sure we're all aware. And as far as particular matchups, momentum, all those things. Those are the other variables that go into account in those decisions. So you have two options there. Play it by the numbers, which would be taking the timeouts, or you play the conservative approach, and I took the conservative approach in that situation.
Do you agree with Mike McCarthy? There's look, I feel one way. I'm sure you feel either that way or another way. That's kind of the way debates work. One person who definitely does not agree with Mike McCarthy, if you happen to watch the Manning cast either live on Monday night or after the fact, is in fact the Sheriff Peyton Manning.
Or make Dallas want to call timeout.
Dallas needs to call timeout.
I don't think they probably don't know if Philly's going to go for it or not, right? You
Doesn't
get
matter.
nervous there.
Call timeout, Mike.
Call time. He's thinking about it. Why? Is someone in his ear? Does he have like the clock management guy saying, "Hey, we can't call it here"? It's not.
Well, last week they couldn't see the clock with the Chargers. They couldn't even see the clock. So maybe tonight they can't see it either. They are playing at home, but I guess they're going to be happy with 20-7. I take the delay if I.
Outside of this teeny little thing, everything is pretty chill once again with Cowboys Nation right now. Mike McCarthy said there was not an update when it comes to the COVID protocol, not an update on injuries. He mentioned that players who are on injured reserve, who are eligible now to return since they have been on injured reserve for 3 weeks, that there really isn't any update in terms of Neville Gallimore or somebody like that returning, but anything can and will change. This is a quick week for the Cowboys as they played on Monday night. They play on Sunday. They host the Carolina Panthers, who have been resting since last Thursday. Not like that's an unfair advantage or anything. Way to go, NFL, doing your totally fair and objective job once again. It's going to be a big game. Panthers are undefeated. I think they're a little bit of a paper tiger, but obviously we have a lot to get to as this week continues to unfold, and we will do so here on the Blog on the Boys YouTube channel. Make sure you do subscribe. We have a lot of fun around here talking Cowboys all the time. It is our privilege to do so with you. Thanks for joining us, everybody. See you next time.